Hi, my name is Fernando and I'm the Chief Nutritionist at QUA Nutrition Clinics. We help people discover their capacity, help people break Guinness records of non-stop aerobics of 26 hours and even win an Olympic medal. But that aside, every person should eat according to science. Yes, you're taught to eat out of love and culture, but if you add a little bit of science to the way you eat, it will change the way you feel, it will change the way you operate, and it just makes you a better rock star in your life. So about a decade ago, I decided to start QUA Nutrition. I've always been a nutritionist, helping out companies, helping out athletes, helping out people. When I decided to start QUA Nutrition, three things came into my head. One, how can I not make it about Ryan Fernando? How can I make it such that if you walk into my nutrition clinic, there is a consistency of service, there's a consistency of the people's belief in the brand, and how can I influence not 50 clients that come to me every month, but how can I influence thousands of people? So this was my thought process in my head. And when I set about this, my dad gave me very sagely advice. He says, Ryan, you can always make money in life, but changing people's health is a greater calling than money. He said, you'll always make money, but can you influence a person's life? So I went into my head and said, okay, if I have to do this and I have to have an impact on society, let me form the best nutrition clinic on the planet. So my philosophy was fueled by watching sports people like Sushil Kumar, two-time Olympic medal winner, is my client. So when I watch him train and when I speak to him and I look at his belief, he always believes that he is the best. He invests in the best. He finds the best support staff. He finds the best training team. He finds the best opponents, right? And that desire to be the best is what comes about in winning a medal performance. I took that into QUA Nutrition and said, let me bring together a very, very good team. And when I started putting together my team of dietitians and qualified nutritionists, I found that there are certain levels of service that we have to deliver. What does a client expect? So what we did is we went around the country and looked at how services were being delivered by different nutritionists, dietitians, hospital, agencies, academies. And we found out what were the salient points which were good and what were the salient points which were bad. We sat down and then we built our system of practice at QUA Nutrition. The first principle, you are always learning as a nutritionist and dietitian. Even as Ryan Fernando, we invest thousands of rupees in training myself, my team of dietitians and everybody. We have exams that happen within the company. And my staff sometimes are like, but why is he putting so much of pressure on us? Because I understand that if you are going to a doctor, when I've gone to a doctor for my dad and he had to have his thyroid removed, I looked at the doctor and I said, doctor, don't worry about cost. I want the best surgeon. I want everything the best for my father. Even though maybe I could not afford 3x of the best surgeon, I realized that my father deserved that 3x, right? Because you don't risk your health. For example, when you go to a hospital and doctor says, which stent you want? There is a $100 stent, there's a $500 stent, and there's a $1,500 stent. You are not going to compromise on a stent going into your heart. Similarly, at QUA Nutrition, I came up with the belief that we need to have the best quality service and knowledge invested towards the client. Yes, we are a premium clinic, but if you look at our Google reviews, you will go through those Google reviews. Don't rely on this video. Just look at the Google reviews. I think at the last count, over 2,000 reviews in the 4.8 plus category. Now, these are things that are created because of over a decade of great service, success and result with people. I have a brilliant team, an absolute brilliant team. I would go to war with them if nutrition was battle, because I know these are the soldiers who are the best. They are an elite task force working with you. What makes them different? We are committed to our clients. We believe we are healers. We know that we make a difference in people's lives. Yeah, we focus on sports because right now the sports athlete believes I need the best to be the best. Normal people do come to us who have the philosophy saying I want the best. A lot of people call us up knowing we're the best and question us on our policy of being expensive. Why do you want us to take a 6-month plan? Why can't we just do a 1-day plan? And we go about explaining to you that changing behavior, changing your food, researching your body, doing the test, all of these are an investment towards getting to a better you. Last but not least, I can say this to you. I wake up every morning with a single-minded goal, which is how can I change the way people eat? And that's not only to my family, it's not only to my colleagues, my staff, my employees, but it goes beyond that spectrum. I do believe my calling and the calling at QUA Nutrition is very, very simple. Change the way the world eats. Because I do believe if you can change the way you eat, you will have a better carbon footprint. Yes, you will have a better carbon footprint on this planet by eating the right amount of calories.